In this video, I'm going to show you how to work on a Eskimo ice auger. This one is a Mako M43. It's a two-stroke, and I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Customer just said it wouldn't start. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the actual auger piece off. So there's this Allen bolt that you need to remove, and that will make it a little bit easier to work on. Before I jump into this video, I hope you consider subscribing, give the video a like, and leave any comments down below. All right, with any two-stroke that I work on, the first thing I do is I remove the exhaust, because I need to inspect the piston and the rings in the cylinder and make sure there's not any major damage to it, because if there is, no sense continuing on. So on these particular models, you got to remove some plastic shrouding and stuff like that to get to it. So there's one here, and then there's one right here. You got to remove these two nuts that hold on the exhaust. And there's a screw right back here as well. All right, so now we can see the piston and the rings. And then you just pull the pull cord and pull it into view. And everything looks good so far. I don't see any damage to the cylinder on the intake side. And that piston and the rings look good. All right, so let's put the exhaust back on. All right, next, I'm just going to remove the air filter assembly. All right, got that off. Air filter looks really clean, which is pretty typical. On chainsaws, I would do a compression test, but with this machine, how good the piston and the cylinder look, I'm not going to do a compression test. I just want to see if it'll fire. I got the switch on the on position. The choke is off. And we need to add gas. There's no gas in it. But one thing that I want to check is the fuel filter and make sure that is still attached. So I got a screwdriver in there and it's kind of grab the line. So that filter looks good. It looks clean. Put that back down in there. This particular machine takes 50 to 1. So have some premix you bought or make your own. And this gas cap is broken, but that's not going to stop us from our test here. Because when you would run it anyways, you have this valve open so air can get in there. All right, next we want to push the prime button. And we should see gas come across, which we did. And now we're seeing gas come out of the intake of the carburetor. So we're definitely pulling gas through. All right, let's choke it. It's in the on position. Let's try to start it. It'll be a little bit of a challenge with it sitting on this table, but should be able to see if it'll fire here. Well, it runs great. The customer told me that they were trying to prime and nothing was coming through, which, you know, I can see that happening if it's been sitting, no gas in it, ran dry. You got your gaskets and your diaphragm in the carburetor and this bulb. And if they're sitting dry, you know, everything is not sitting exactly the way that it should be when we got gas in there. So I wonder if they did get a little bit gas pulled in there. Couldn't get it to run. They bring it to me. Now I put more gas in, and those gaskets in the diaphragm and the bulb and everything just seat it back where they should have been. Now, what does need to be fixed, and this is very common on these Eskimos, one is the gas cap. This just got dropped and it broke that. That's not a normal issue to break. But what is normal on these is this rubber seal right here does not seal tight. So now gas leaks out. So as it was idling and then I was revving it there, gas is getting everywhere because gas, it's vibrating in there and it's coming through this gasket, and you can actually see that it's not sitting all the way in. So I need to replace this rubber gasket. The fuel line seems to be good. And yeah, this ice auger will be ready to go.